Hey, what's going on? I'm Apprentice Demand, and in this video we're going to do a review on Hallstein Artesian Water. So let's go and get this opened up, and man, this bottle is really nice. In fact, the box that all this came in and just opening it up was a really nice experience. This feels like a premium water. But let's get this opened up. Got the plastic off. Man, everything about this just feels really nice. And this is something that someone asked me to review as well, so thank you for requesting this. This is going to be an interesting review, I'm guessing. And we're going to take this. Man, everything about this is just nice. And we're going to be comparing it to this electrolyzed reduced water, which is also in glass, but man, it just doesn't look as nice. Alright, so the first test we are doing is on antioxidants, and this is the most important test out of all the tests we're going to be doing today. And the reason why is because we have these things around us known as free radicals. They're everywhere. And what they do is they take our cells, they take the electrons from our healthy cells, and when that happens, that creates oxidation and inflammation. That's linked to every single health disease known to man. So we want to prevent that, okay? And so antioxidants play a major role because they provide those electrons to help lower that oxidation and reduce that inflammation so we stay looking young. And we're going to use this ORP meter to test for oxidation. Now, if we see a positive number on this screen, we put this wand in, that means the beverage is oxidizing us, creating more sickness and dis-ease in the body. However, if we see a negative number, that means it's a strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory water. Let's see what we get here with Hallstein's Artesian Water. Alright, so it is positive, right? It's showing a positive 174 when I took a glance at it, and now at a positive 190. So like I said, even the air is oxidizing, so it's just adding to the oxidation that's already happening. And it just reached 200. Okay, so this is oxidizing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the electrolyzed reduced water, see what we get there. And we're getting a negative number. We're getting a negative 726. Right, so check that out. Check out that dash. That's a negative number, meaning that is a strong antioxidant water. And from there, we can already see that we're gonna have some challenges here with Hallstein's water. But despite how beautiful the bottle is, I really do like the bottle. It just feels like quality is oxidizing. Let's go ahead and jump into our next test. All right, our second test is all about alkalinity. Okay, we all know that cancer, sickness, and dis-ease cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. So we want to consume alkaline, all right? So I'm just gonna keep it there, keep it really simple, okay? And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use pH drops. And if we see a red or orange or yellow, we know that the water is acidic and it's forcing us to use the minerals that are in our body. It's forcing it to take it from us, okay? If we see a blue or purple or dark purple, we know that's alkaline. So let's see what we get here with Hallstein's Artesian Water. All right, so it is looking like an 8, right? So let's take a look at this. Man, oh man. It says natural mineral water. So this is a mineral water. It says artesian, but it's also a mineral water. It says it's from the Austrian Alps. I can't talk about this bottle enough. And it has a water quality information on their website that we could check out. And it says unfiltered, untreated, uncompromised. Perfect balance and quality of taste. This premium artesian water has been sourced and filled from a natural, sustainable, isolated aquifer located at the base of world-famous Hallstein Glacier, deep in the beautiful Australian Alps. Interesting. And there's no other news, no other information. I may have to check the website on this and add it into this video. But right now there's nothing. Regardless, it's showing blue. So anytime when I see a water that's showing alkaline, I want to test it. I want to see how strong it is at battling acidity, okay? If it's good, it'll maintain its color. If it's okay, it may drop down. But if it goes acidic, we know it's not good for us. So, I don't know. I feel like I gotta do it, right? Let's see what happens here with Hallstein's mineral water. All right, so it looks like it dropped down to a 7, maybe a 6 or a 7. Y'all let me know what you see in the comments there. It doesn't look like it went acidic, so that's good for them. Let's see what happens though with the electrolytes reduced water. Alright, it's still staying the same. Alright, so this went down to neutral. I think it will stay there, which isn't bad for that's pretty good for a spring water. Well, this is a mineral water, so now I'm a little confused there. But one of the things to keep in mind is with today's world and all the acidic things we're consuming, we need something that's going to be strong enough to handle all the acidic things that we're consuming day in and day out. And just about everything, if it's not from the earth, has acidity to it, okay? In fact, even the things that we do have from the earth, we extract the alkaline properties from it, but the parts that we leave behind, that ash, is oxidizing and acidic, right? So we need something that neutralizes that and does a good job at being able to fight that. So this got down to neutral and stayed there, and this stayed at its 9.5, meaning that it could battle more acidity and take out a lot of that, a lot of those challenges more often, okay? So there you have it for test number 2. Let's go ahead and jump into our third test. Alrighty, on to our third test. This one's all about superior hydration. It's one of my favorite ones. It blows me away every time. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to get hydrated at a cellular level, okay? So if you take this bottle, for example, and let's say we have a vine of grapes, and we want to get all the grapes into the bottle. If we take the vine and we just try to just drop it in there, you got grapes that are gonna fall all over. I don't think you'll get really many in. You're gonna get some crushed grapes and they'll just be horrible, right? But if we took that same vine and we just plucked each individual grape and dropped them into the bottle, I'm pretty sure we can get that vine in there, right? That's how our water should be. It should not be in big clusters. It should actually be broken up so that way it can get into our cells, provide some minerals and nutrients that we need, fire up or help out the mitochondria, fire up that ATP, and help get rid of any excess waste that we have in the cell. Right? That's the whole purpose of this. And so what we're going to do to be a visual display and test is we're going to try to make tea. All right. If the water is small enough, it's going to pass through tea bag and make it. And man, I love the smell of a fresh green tea. All right. So let's see if we can make tea here with Hallstein's Artesian Mineral Water. I'm trying to see what happens here. And of course, we're not getting water right away, so let's do a little bit of dunking and see what happens. By the way, you shouldn't have to dunk to get hydrated. Alright, so looks like this is the furthest we're getting right here. So let's see what happens here if we try it with electrolyzed reduced water. Alright, so there you have it. A lot darker, a lot bolder of a tea, and I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, well, Prentice, why did that one be so light and this one's so dark? Like, I feel like the back was dry, and because of that, that's why it's not that strong. Well, let's go ahead and try it one more time. See what happens here. See if anything changes. And it's just looking the same. So if you're buying this water and you're not living in the area and you're having to ship all the way to you from this to the States, this is what you're paying for, essentially almost the same as the bottled waters that we have here in the States. Right? It's not changing. It's barely doing anything. I would say maybe 10 or 15%, but with this electrolyzed reduced water, it's definitely a darker, bolder water, okay? And I'm pretty sure it is simply, yeah, it's definitely the water, right? So there you have it. It's just not hydrating us that well. It's doing like a tea light, while the electrolyzed reduced water is making a bolder, darker tea, all right? Let's go ahead and do a quick recap on Hallstein's Artesian Water. All right, we have tested Hallstein's Artesian, beautiful water, perfected by nature. We tested it for 3 things. First thing was antioxidants, and we saw that was oxidizing, right? So that means it's creating more inflammation and dis-ease in the body. The second test we did was on alkalinity, and we saw that it was an 8, right? And then when we actually gave it some acidity, it dropped down to neutral. So to me, that's not that bad. It didn't go acidic, which means that's a good thing. I do like that part. And then the third thing we tested for was superior hydration. And it does hydrate, it's really light. But then the electrolyzed reduced water, as far as the alkalinity goes, it stayed at 9.5, which means it can battle more of that acidity, which helps you out in the long run. And then it hydrates better. So if you're consuming supplements or anything else, and you want to hydrate or get around to the body better, this water is going to do it. So that is my review on Hallstein water. Thank you for recommending this as a water for me to test. If you have a specific water that I haven't tested yet that you want me to try out, let me know in the comments below. And finally, if you are serious about improving your health and you're looking for information around this water or just finding the best water for you, check out my masterclass. It is a link in the description of the video, or it is the first link as a pinned comment in the comments section. All right. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.